Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
And you know what's so funny? I'm glad you're here. Holip, you always seem to come on the shows that, I don't know, you seem to time it a certain kind of way. Let's talk about something real quick, guys. I want everybody, Rob, Sinead, our listeners. Okay, we know Black Panther's about to drop. Marvel's Black Panther, not the Black Panther Party. Marvel, superhero.
I saw your post. I saw your post.
Yeah. So there's a lot of emotion behind this film. First of all, it's showing a black superhero who's not a sidekick to anybody. You know, he comes from wealth. In fact, by Marvel standards, he's richer than Tony Stark's. You know, things of that nature. There's so much I can go into about that. It's a whole other show in itself. So I had a listener of the show inbox me earlier today, white lady. No, it's not the lady from California, y'all. I know some of y'all. It's not the same lady from California.
Oh, you talking about my favorite? You talking about my favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing. She is confused. And this is her words, and I want everybody on the panel, Holip included, to address this. She's saying that she can understand taking pride in a hero type character, but she's saying that this is just a movie. It's not real. She said that she works at a movie theater, and she says black people are going to be coming here dressed in African garb, dashikis and stuff like that. She said there was a post. Hold on. She said there was a post that said that we're going to invade white space to come see this movie. So I guess the movie's being shown in the white area, and black people of certain areas are going to go to see the movie in the white area on purpose. And she says that she feels that this is slightly confrontational, and it's just a movie.
Oh, Lord.
Let me just say, first of all, I'm a Black Panther fan. I got comics in here that I can show y'all. I can put pictures on social media of him fighting the Klan. Some of my best episodes, by the way, when he fucks the Klan up. That's wonderful. Made my dick very hard. Anyway, but not for nothing. He is a superhero. What do you guys say to this lady's comment? Are people taking this too far? I don't know. I don't even know what to say on this. I don't know. It is what it is. And there's some black people that are bashing the movie that are saying that certain things about the Marvel movie and stuff like that. They're saying that it's not a movie made by black people, things like that. So you got some people that are hemming and hawing because it's not a black film. And then you got some people that think, everything from Wakanda is not a real. I keep trying to tell you Wakanda is not a real place. To the Black Panther has nothing to do with the Black Panther Party. There's a whole lot of bullshit going on. So let me get your guys' opinion. Being that you're the guest, Holip, let me get you, and then I'll get Rob, and I'll get Sinead. Black Panther, what's your thoughts, sir?
I just find it interesting. Like, some white people are the biggest victims in the world. It's like, I saw a video, and it was commentary by a white dude, ironically, and it made the most sense. He said, because somebody had sent him a message talking about SJWs ruining films or whatever, and basically SJW is just a term, social justice warriors, that a lot of these white dudes have come up with as a counter to diversity. Okay. You know? And what the white dude said in the video was, so he said, I can name you 40 films with all white leads. Name me 7 with people of color. He said, as a matter of fact, name me 4. He said, then they come out with one movie, the Black Panther, where it's an all-black cast, and you crying crocodile tears, talking about an agenda.
Right. Right.
And this is a white guy saying it.
Right.
And that just sums up how I feel. It's like, you know, one of the biggest problems that I have is when people take molehills and turn them into mountains, or try to make agendas out of something that is not really that prevalent.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? So that's to address that, her concern about, are we going too far? Hell no, we ain't going too far. Black folks, I remember, like I said, you know, I'm going to segue into something that's relevant to this whole thing. One of the ingredients that's missing when it comes to analysis from people who call themselves cultural critics and you know, people who's into social, economic, and politics and stuff like that when it comes to black folks, one of the main missing elements is love for black people. If you don't love black people, I'm really not interested in your critique, and I'm really not interested in your analysis. And I'll give you a perfect example. Now, you know how I felt about Barack Obama. I didn't hate Barack Obama, but I knew what Barack Obama was. I knew that it was just mostly symbolic. You know, the U.S. had to put a black face or something of color on this country because they was in so much deep shit from George Bush.
Right.
And I knew that Obama couldn't really do anything for us as a people because he's not the president of black people. He's the president of America. So our interest is going to be backburned for the interest of the entire. I understood all of that. So I never expected Obama to be some black savior. So I was never disappointed by him. But I remember when he won the presidency, in my neighborhood, black people was literally dancing in the streets. And I'm talking about from the older people to the younger people. And me, it was impossible for me not to feel good.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It was impossible.
Right.
I'm going to sit there. My people is happy about something, and I'm sitting up there throwing a counter or throwing a freaking turd in the punch bowl. Why? Why is that hurting me? Because my people feel good.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So we need to, you know, that overrides all the analysis and all that bullshit. Just look at the moment. We got a moment where we're going to have the first all-black cast in a $1 billion movie. This movie's going to make $1 billion worldwide.
Right.
That's never happened before. And as far as Marvel getting paid, well, let's see. We got an issue with Marvel and Disney getting paid, but we here in America ain't got one freaking industry that we can control. Everything on our backs, from our clothes to our shoes to the food we buy, we're empowering white people. But now all of a sudden, a comic book movie comes out and you're offended by the concept of white people making money?
Right.
I can take you more seriously if you was a nationalist. If all these people crying and complaining about Marvel making money and DC making money, and I'm not DC, Disney making money, if they had land infrastructure and nationhood as their philosophy, if you actually wanted to control some shit, then yeah, I can take you seriously. But you going into your pocket spending money with white folks every freaking day of your life. Now all of a sudden you got an issue with it now.
Yeah, you're right.
White people making money off the Black Panther is just a given because we don't control industry. Now, is that a conversation that we can have? Yeah, but it's usually conversations being had by people that support nationhood, support ownership. Those people are having those conversations. The other people is being disingenuous. They're just using this as a way to talk about some shit or throw a turd in the punch bowl and basically unhappy because black people are happy. So if black people are happy, I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that they're not happy. Because I don't know if y'all know this, we're supposed to be in perpetual misery every day of our lives.
Right. Right. And you know what? Honestly, if you want to be that way, you can. But you know what? I mean, Dan, does that mean everybody has to be? So
well, you know what they say, misery loves company.
It was war they wanted and war they got, but they put it in the heat.